Something is happening across India. Every other week, there's news of a train derailment or an accident that leaves the nation in shock and mourning.
A goods train derailed in West Bengal's Darjeeling district.
Emergency crews in India are no longer searching for survivors.
Hundreds of people have died in a train crash in India.
क्यों बेपटरी हो जाती है ट्रेनें? देश में पिछले 14 महीनों में 4 बड़े रेल हादसे हुए हैं, जिसमें 320 से ज्यादा यात्रियों ने अपनी जान गंवा दी है।
Seeing all of this almost on a weekly basis made me curious as to what was causing this. And in this video, we are going to break down the exact reasons. Hello folks, I'm Akanksha and you're watching FinShots TV. Railways are the most critical infrastructure in India. If you don't believe me, let me give you some numbers. India's rail network spans 68,584 kilometers and has a track length of 132,310 kilometers. The equator is 40,000 kilometers. India's rail network is larger than that. Every day, they carry about 23 million passengers. That's like moving the entire population of Australia. Yet, passenger transportation does not even make up a major part of their operation. Freight transportation does. They transport about 1.5 billion tons of freight every year. I really want you to understand the scale of this, so please indulge me here. If we assume an average human weighs 70 kg, 1.4 billion tons of freight would be equivalent to the weight of 20 billion people. Given that the world's population is around 8 billion, this means the freight transported by Indian Railways in a year is roughly 2.5 times the weight of the entire global population. The Railways freight network helps in transporting goods for every sector of the economy: agriculture, manufacturing, retail, power generation, mining, and every important industry in India would collapse if Indian Railways broke down. But lately, it seems like this critical part of India's infrastructure is slowly falling apart. In just the first 7 months of 2024, there have already been 19 train derailments. That's almost 3 accidents every month. These accidents have not just caused material damage, but have led to the death of close to 50 people, while hundreds have been injured. And after every accident, you hear the same things repeated over and over. It was an operational issue, human errors crept in, our infrastructure is old. Some go on to say that railway accidents are not new to India. The Press Information Bureau of India put out statistics with number of consequential accidents and said that they've come down since 2000, right after one of the deadliest railway accidents took place in Balasore, Orissa, killing close to 300 people and injuring thousands. But these are all moot points. We need to narrow down the root cause here and address it. So we started digging and came across a report by the Comptroller and Auditor General of India on accidents in Indian Railways. The report said that a major part of these accidents were linked to issues with railway tracks. Either the tracks were old or they were not well maintained. But almost in every budget, you hear that the government is investing on cutting-edge infrastructure to modernize our railways, right? Something wasn't adding up. So we went down digging through Railways financials and came across an interesting trend. Analysis of Indian Railways financials showed that despite rising revenue, the share of spending on track renewals has declined. Even as a percentage of total capital expense, the share of renewing existing tracks is trending down. Here are some numbers. In the financial year 22-23, spending on track renewal was around 13.5% of the revenue. In 23-24, it came down to 11%. And as per the latest union budget, the government has only budgeted 9.7% of the year's revenues towards track renewals. So where is all the money going? Well, a significant portion is used for building new railway lines and introducing new trains. This trend has remained consistent since the railways budget was merged with the union budget. Before the financial year 2017-2018, railways presented their own budget. This was separate from the union budget. This practice dates back to 1924 and it allowed the Indian Railways to have some extent of autonomy in building its own financial plan and tailoring it as per its own needs and priorities. Although the merger aimed to streamline the financial management, critics argue that the shift in focus from track renewals to new projects and expansions has led to insufficient attention to maintaining existing infrastructure. And that's what's causing all these accidents. We've added all our source material in the description. See you on the other side.